And maybe we can just also appreciate that we have arms and legs, and we can do so much with that. We can just stretch. Wonderful. Okay, down to business. I know it's very, very busy. I know there are many changes, and you're very, very patient keeping up with some of our tech problems. So thank you. I do hope that in the busy schedule, you also find time to slow down a little bit, that you find a bit of time in between, go for a walk on the estate, in the garden. And I hope that some of you also find time in between sessions to connect and have conversations and just have a bit of time to be. So today, Tuesday, we have some beautiful things in the program. We have many, many beautiful workshops and presentations. We have a panel on the more than human activism. We have another plenary with Jamie McHugh, who is going to talk about the latest issue on somatics and eco-consciousness. And in the evening, we have lots of performances, but more on that later. The changes for today, and you can make note in your programs. Olive Beringa, I mentioned it yesterday, is unable to come or deliver any performances, workshops, or talks. So her talk in Studio 6 at 9:30 is not happening. The next presentation in Studio 6 will be Anna Darko at 10 o'clock. In the same block, the presentation in Studio 6 at 12:30 with Peter Ward is also cancelled, unfortunately. We have Olive Beringa again with a workshop at 11:30, so that's also not taking place. We have managed to, I think, contact all of you who have signed up for that in advance. So I hope that doesn't cause a lot of concern. And then we have a weather walk with Olive between 5 and 6 scheduled. That's also not happening. Instead, we have also Hannah Beilhardt's workshop in Studio 20 today at 11:30 until 1. Hannah isn't feeling good today. It's not COVID, it's something else. So she would like to reschedule her workshop for tomorrow. So we are going to try and find a slot for her tomorrow. We'll keep you updated on that. And then we have an additional workshop with Rosalind Holgate-Smith and Isabella Finch called Clear as Mud, which is taking place today at 15:15 until 16:45. And the meeting place for that is in the lobby. It will be an outdoor workshop. Okay. If you have any questions about any of that, do keep studying the workshop sheet outside. People are crossing out their names. You can fill in the blank. So do keep that in. Just keep checking. And if you have other questions, just come and find us in Studio 5. Otherwise, we have an open studio today between 5 and 6 o'clock in the evening in Studio 6. And Studio 6 is the beautiful dance space. So please feel free, if you want to take some time out to roll around, lie on the floor, just use that space to just be. We have performance starting today at 5 o'clock. We have Sarah Hyde with a participatory movement ritual. And then we have Katrina Brown and Emma Cocker with a performance reading in Studio 20. And performances are going to continue throughout the evening today. So we have 6 performances from 8 until 9:30 or 10 o'clock in the evening. 3 performances are happening outside in the gardens. 3 are happening indoors. And the way we are going to do it is it will be 2 groups because both are promenade pieces. So it's probably easiest if you decide whether you want to be outside or inside, because there won't be a lot of time in between performances to come inside, but you can still do it. But we will lead 2 groups to 3 performances outside and another group to 3 performances inside. And we have a really nice dance opportunity to dance to music this evening. I believe it's 21, it's at 9:30 until, I think, 9:30 until almost 11 o'clock with Robert Moore, who is leading the Totnes Dance Collective for many years. He plays beautiful music. He holds a beautiful space. So whoever wants to take their shoes off and have a boogie, that's the place to do it. And that's in Studio 6. Great. I also want to, again, bring attention to our lovely artists who are exhibiting upstairs. It's Sam Hodge, Rachel Mellows, and Jessie McKay, who is on the bottom floor. So do take time to dwell in these installations, read their descriptions, and if you can seek them out, please do. I think Sam is sitting here with us today. You can raise your hand, Sam. Yay. Is Rachel here? Rachel's here. And I think Jessie will come later this afternoon. Also, the cinema is now up and running, so in your free time, do have a look. Unfortunately, we weren't able to put times on each individual film, but they are running on a loop in the order that's on the door. So enjoy that very much, I hope. We also have a bookstore now, so whoever brought some books that you want to sell, you can bring them on a table up in the garden room and we can sell them for you. If you want to buy any books, you can just come into the office and buy a book. Last things, tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, we have movement, mind and ecology students lead a very early morning sessions from 6:30 until 7:30. It will be a really, really nice movement session outside, meeting places in the round arch at the hotel reception. So if you want to do that, please sign up outside on a sheet. We have the Morning Glory in the program tomorrow at 6:30 as well. That unfortunately is cancelled because we couldn't get into the studio in time. So no Morning Glory tomorrow. But otherwise, we have a woodland jam happening at 9:30, and just on the White Hart lawn, underneath the trees, opposite the White Hart restaurant. So you just walk around the hedge and you can find Roger Hall, who has been leading outdoor woodland jams for some of us during the pandemic. It was a really special time for some of us to connect outdoors, dance in Northwoods behind Schumacher in the past 2 years. So it will be really nice. So please do come. And a few final bits. COVID is around us. So do use hand sanitizers, please. They are now in every studio. If you feel unwell, just ask us for a test. and we try and keep spaces ventilated. If you feel vulnerable, do wear a mask inside. And if you have any other concerns, just come and speak to us. And finally, we are trying, despite our technical issues, to start on time. So if you could all arrive on time to your sessions, that would be great. If you brought your keep cups, you can use them upstairs for teas, coffees, and tap water. We are ringing a bell 5 minutes before every block begins, so you can listen out for the bell if you are here with us. I think that's everything. I would like to now hand over to Alison Hallett, who is going to lead us into the day with some poetry.
Good morning. Good morning, online. It's so lonely up here. If you want to come and sit nearer or lie on the floor, sometimes I invite people to lie closer to me when I'm reading, and please do. There's a gulf between me and you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to be reading 3 poems. Thank you. Oh, so lovely. Oh my goodness, that's just completely changed everything. Thank you. If you want to squirm or move around, then please do. Oh my God, that's so lovely. There's the movement poem. That's the one I didn't know was going to happen. Thank you. Earth baby. I was dropped at birth, took the earth for my mother for a stranger who picked me up and said, there. I ate worms, guzzled air, made a secret lair in the hollow of a lightning-struck tree. The wind was my companion. The dead were everywhere. Sometimes a hill let me in to play with a kaleidoscope of life that lives without light. I can never die. There's carbon as old as stars in my veins, clay and crystals where my brain should have been. Oh, no, I'm just looking for the next one. This is called Conversation. Conversation. Walking without maps or plans or ideas. Like a migrating bird following things that can't be seen. An inexplicable something steering bones, turning the body left or right, which leaves me, whoever that may be, looking on, wondering at the conversation between feet and road, skin and sun, eye and stone and tree. I've been I started writing a universal syllabus when I was on a residency at the Heriot-Watt University, and I'll read you Universal Syllabus 1. Whatever we do to the earth, we do to ourselves. Discuss. I'm going to read one more.
So Scott, you don't need to look at the time. I've got the time covered, and that will give us time to stand up and move to wherever we need to go and have plenty of time. More than one. Imagine two bodies in one. The first answers to your name, has a birthday, a belly button, a face that looks in the mirror, says, hello you, or hello me, and either way it's the same. The second body's harder to frame. An oak oxygenates each lung. Phosphorus and calcium clamber out of rock and into your arms, your legs, your skull. Who are you now when you look in a mirror and see yourself as rocks and trees, recycled water and air? Dissolve the mirror with the heat of your gaze. Be drunk. Be 1,000 bodies in one. Thank you. I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you.